Good morning to one and all present here, all the dignitaries, panelists, faculties, and participants. On behalf of NSHM School of Tourism and Hotel Management, myself, Dr. Shukriya Shikari, formally welcome all of you in this webinar, Mindful to Thoughtful. Being one of the pioneers in its kind, NSHM is serving the nation with best quality professionals in the field of management, technology, healthcare, media, design, and most prominently in hospitality industry. Being the oldest, NSHM School of Tourism and Hotel Management is always one step ahead in creativity, innovation, and catering. The entire credit goes to the captain of the ship, Professor Dr. Milind, Principal, NSHM School of Tourism and Hotel Management, Durgapur and Kolkata. His expertise in the field of organizational behavior reflects in his work, where he starts with thinking and ends with acting. Now, without any further issues, I would like to request Professor Dr. Milind kindly to inaugurate the session by the inaugural speech. Sir, please.
Thank you, Dr. Supriya Madam, and my respected guest today, Sri Devashish Biswasji. Welcome to you, sir. And it is a really great privilege to have you here today with NSHM Knowledge Campus and my entire tourism team and hotel management team and all the webinar people, those who have arranged this beautiful session today in the morning. This is a really amazing discussion today, mindful to thoughtful. I will give you a little story because I think this is the best way to connect with all the participants. What is mindful and thoughtful? Being a student of psychology, being a student of geology, and worked many years for different industry and service industry. So when we talk about mindful and thoughtful, mindful is something in psychology. It's basically knowing your consciousness. When we talk about mindful, it's basically when you think about yourself. Mindfulness is basically you. And when you talk about thoughtfulness, it's basically about others. Now I'll give you one small story, which is a very genuine story. When I was working with IGM Aurangabad in the Taj Institute, and there was a meeting which was happening with one of the Taj chef. And he was wearing, there was one kind of, steel band here. So just for a query, I asked him, chef, what you are wearing basically? So he said, Dr. Milind, this is a small story I can tell you. When I was working as a chef with Taj Mahal Mumbai and 26/11, there was a guest and I could see the terrorist. He just, he was in a mood to fire and I got the bullet, and after that what happened I don't know, but I could save the guest. And after that, he was in hospital. And when he saw himself, he was in Australia. And he got to know that Mr. Ratan Tata said that to all the doctors, there was a gentleman, there's a doctor who's basically bullet specialist in Australia. And that gentleman has gone for a 48 times surgery. Okay. And Ratan Tata said that the way this boy has joined us, Taj, and working for 20 years, I want his smile back. So this is the day I realized what do you mean by mindfulness as a leader. So when you're working at any place, maybe it is a Mahatma Gandhi, maybe it is a any person, like you talk about Mother Teresa. So professor of IIM Kozhikode and director of IIM Kozhikode, Mr. Devashish, Dr. Devashish Chatterjee, he was sharing that once he visited to Mother Teresa office in Kolkata, and after all discussion, he was discussion and everything, he was going back, and suddenly he realized that he lost, he just forgot his bag. So when he was coming back to collect his bag to Mother Teresa office, he saw that she was carrying his bag in his hand, and that day he said that I have realized this is called mindful leadership. So when you talk about in a village, able to connect your thoughts, you are able to visualize your thoughts, you are able to see your thoughts, and based on your mindfulness, then only you can serve the society at a large. When you think about thoughtfulness, is basically how much you care about others with your mind, with your thought, with your activities, basically. Another thing I would like to say, when I was doing my geology honors, the first day, Professor J.N. Singh, who was HOD of geology, TNB College Bhagalpur and Tilka Manjhi University Bhagalpur, the first class he was talking about human being. So basically, we are the only animal on the earth. We are known as human being. The being means we are the animal who live in being today. The moment we think about so much of past, the moment we start thinking about so much of future, we are not called human being. So human being is again, I'm telling you, it's basically mindfulness. Mindfulness again and thoughtfulness means connecting your thoughts within yourself, and with a channelized process you are taking care of others. So this is the platform today, and I think this is all with a small story. This is what I can talk about mindfulness and thoughtfulness. But I'm eagerly waiting for Mr. Vishwas to share his views and thoughts and experience, what he has personally connected as a bureaucrat, and you will get to know that what he all has done in the past. So welcome you again, sir, and I'm also excited to listen to you. I'm excited that my entire participant, I can see the number of participants are increasing like anything, and the entire world, because right now we are all going through a huge mental pressure. A lot of things are coming in our thought process, how to fight with that, how to handle the time, how we can think about future, how we can excite the generation who are going through a tremendous mental pressure right now. But everything will be all right. So over to you, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Milind sir, for your inspiring words. চিত্ত যেথা ভয় শূন্য, উচ্চ যেথা শির, জ্ঞান যেথা মুক্ত, যেথা গৃহের প্রাচীর. Where the mind is without fear and the head is held high, where knowledge is free, where the world has not been broken up into fragments. The famous poet Rabindranath Tagore created these beautiful words, and further, God created him as a fearless person. Yes, I'm talking about him who proved that success will touch your feet if you are determined. Now, I formally welcome our speaker, Shri Debashish Vishwas, in this webinar. Shri Vishwas is Deputy Commissioner of Income Tax, Government of India. He is the first civilian Indian to summit Mount Everest in 2010. He also summited the peaks like Chaukhamba, Nandakot, Shiva, Shivling, Kanchenjunga, Annapurna, Dholagiri, Makalu, Manaslu, and Lhotse. In 2016, he has been awarded with Tenzin Norgay National Adventure Award by Government of India, which is Arjuna Award in Adventure Sports. He has been awarded with Radhanath Sikdar Tenzin Norgay Award, which is the highest award in adventure sports given by Government of West Bengal. He won gold medal in 2015 by Indian Mountaineering Federation. He received a special award from Central Revenue Sports and Cultural Board in 2016. He has been awarded as Shira Bangali by 24 Ghonta News Channel, Kolkata Shri by Kolkata Corporation, Tomake Selam by R+, Swami Vivekananda Award by Allen Group, Mother Teresa International Award, and many more. He has written a number of books like Everest Shirshe Bangali, Kanchenjunga Swarno Shikhare Bangali, Apurupa Annapurna, Dholagiri o Makalu Obhijan, Pemba Chuti Sherpa Sorodika, Journey to the Twin Peaks, Mount Everest, and Lhotse. Apart from all this achievement, he is a social and environmental activist, adventure film director, and above everything, a true gentleman. Before he starts his session, there is a small announcement for all the participants. Kindly put your questions to Mr. Vishwas in the chat box, and we will try to answer you as much as possible. There is a feedback form put in the chat box. Kindly fill it up to ensure your e-certificate, and our new email ID is also provided over there. So without further words, I would like to invite Shri Debashish Vishwas to continue this webinar with his sharing his journey, sharing his achievement, success in life, and how he has become a so thoughtful person presently. Sir, over to you.
Thank you. Thank you, Supriya. Thank you, sir, everybody, and good morning, everyone. I am Devashish Vishwas. My designation as a profession, I am income tax people. Now my position is Deputy Commissioner of Income Tax, but there are so many, you can find so many assistant commissioner, deputy commissioner, commissioner in income tax department. Actually, what I achieve, it is my for my other journey, that is mountaineering. So for mountaineering, uh, everybody knows me about my that achievement. At present, I am the only Indian civilian who has scaled 7 out of 14 8,000 meter peak. Actually, in world there are 14 peak which has the height of 8,000 meter and above. We called it 14 8,000er. And among these 14 8,000er, 5 is in the Pak occupied Kashmir. It is the no Indian are allowed to go there. So remaining 9, we can try maximum to maximum that 9 peak. I tried 8 out of that 9 and I succeed in 7. 7 is Mount Everest, you know, the highest peak. Kanchenjunga, the 3rd highest peak. Lhotse is the 4th highest peak, Makalu, and many more. So, and you know, there are 5 peaks in Pak occupied Kashmir that are Nanga Parvat, K2 or Godin and another 3, Ghasibrum 1, Ghasibrum 2, and Broad Peak. So we can't go there. So our maximum dream we can touch, we can go maximum that remaining 9. 2 8,000 meter peak left. Those are Choyu. I tried 2 times, but one time in 2015 due to earthquake, I was there and high camp, but due to earthquake in Nepal and Tibet, you know, in 2015 April, I think that is 25th April, due to earthquake, lot of people died there. More than 12 to 13 as well as Tibet government abandoned all the expedition. I was there at the high camp, but due to that cancellation of all the expedition, I was forced to return back. In 2019 also, I tried Choyu, but one Sherpa fall and died, and I have to return back due to cancellation of all the expedition. And Shishapangma, till today, I have not tried Shishapangma. This year, it is 2020. In 2010, my 8,000 meter peak climbing journey started. And this was the 10th year of the Everest expedition. So initially I thought to celebrate it, the 10th year celebration, like a big celebration. So initially I thought to climb this time Everest again from other side. Everest situated in the border of Nepal and Tibet. And last time in 2010, I climbed through Nepal side. So this year I thought to climb again from China side to celebrate celebrate 10th year celebration. But you know, we all are now due to this coronavirus, everything cancelled. So we are now in a horrible situation. So I have made 9 movies. So let us before starting my PowerPoint presentation, I want to show you one clippings of my Lhotse expedition, just 5 to 10 minutes. Then I will go for a PowerPoint presentation. Let me share my screen.
I would like to request Shubhishash that the screen is appearing, but the video is not being shown. So kindly to click on the video so that everybody can see that. So Bishash, I would like to request you kindly to click on the video. It is not appearing, sir. We can just see the screen of your desktop.
Uh, is, sound is not going properly?
Sir, we can see your screen, desktop screen, but the video is not coming. You just double click on the
Oh,
video.
okay. Just a minute. Mm, Now, is it showing clear?
Nah, still now it is not coming.
Mm, Not clear now. Just a minute. Here it is showing that your screen sharing. Stop share.
We can see your
Please repeat, sir.
screen, Mr.
Yes, now it is coming. Now it is coming.
Yes.
Sound is coming.
Sir, just
So you
put the
need
play
to
button
click the
on.
play button.
Play button. Yes,
That's
yes,
okay.
yes, sir.
Just a minute from start.
Sure, sir.
Just okay. Yes. Basically, it is in Bengali. Other Everest is the let's say actually fourth highest peak, just adjacent to Everest. The same road is same up to base camp is the same road. Thereafter, from base camp to Camp 1, same route, and it is through the Khumbu Glacier. It is a very treacherous road. Thereafter, through that Khumbu Glacier, one can reach at Camp 2. After Camp 2, road is straight upward through Lhotse Face. Here, the road bifurcate from the Everest and Lhotse. This is the way to Lhotse summit. It is called Kuluwar. Just I am showing this one, and then I will go to the PowerPoint presentation. It is clear now? Screen is okay?
Now you have to click in the PowerPoint presentation.
Just a minute.
Either double click or right click, then open.
Escape. Okay. Just a minute. PowerPoint presentation. Now,
No,
can you see?
It's not appearing. Either double.
Just after few seconds, I think. Two, 3 seconds required. Still not. It is not seen, na?
No, sir, either double click or
double click. Will
double click.
Na?
Double
Stop
click.
share. Okay. Then I have to share again.
It will come, sir.
Share. Now?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Absolutely, sir.
Okay, na?
Yes.
Yes. Mindful to thoughtful, sir. Just few minutes back, you explained very nicely. So, it is basically my journey. Just a minute. Journey of a nature lover. I can say myself as a nature lover. It is journey of a nature lover. It is clearly seen, na?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah. It is after Annapurna expedition. Some snow burn is there in my face. So my father Jitendranath Bishwas, mother Bimala Bishwas. I born at Guwahati at Assam. Thereafter, due to agitation, we have to shift to West Bengal and settle there at Krishnanagar city. It is called City Junction. Actually, that time Maharaja was Krishna Chandra's time. Town is Krishnanagar. That's why it is called city. Krishnanagar City Junction. There is the Rajbari, and there I admitted to Krishnanagar Government College. Then this journey started with some of college friend. That time we planned to go one trekking. That time trekking is not so familiar. We trek to Sandakphu Phalut, very common trek in West Bengal. From Sandakphu Phalut, you can see the mighty Kanchenjunga. Here you can find that sleeping Buddha. Why it is called sleeping Buddha? The left side, the head portion, you can clearly locate that is head, and that is one very nice peak. It is Janu or Kumbhakarna. And the belly is, there are so many peaks, lot of peaks. There are Kabru, there are Talung, and the mighty Kanchenjunga. Kanchenjunga actually one Tibetan word, like Everest. If you we call Everest Mount Everest after the name of the George Everest, but since 1,000 years, another name is there. That peak is called Chomolungma. It is Tibetan word. The meaning is mother goddess of the earth. It is treated as the mother goddess of earth. Like Kanchenjunga also, Kanchenjunga, it is looks like that one Sanskrit word Kanchan and Jangha. Not that is. Actually, Kanchenjunga also has a Tibetan word, Kansen Dengsa. That meaning is 5 treasure of snow. Here, different 5 peaks in Kanchenjunga main, Kanchenjunga peak. They are Yalungkang, Kanchenjunga main, Kanchenjunga central, Kanchenjunga south, and Kangbachen. Jongri Gochala trek, another beautiful trek at Sikkim, and it is, I think net is okay, na?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Here it is shown that your internet connection is not stable. It is Semiti Lake. After the Gochala, in Gochala trek, you will find the one beautiful lake, Semiti Lake, and the mighty Kanchenjunga. Here, from here, you can see the Kanchenjunga south. It is not the main Kanchenjunga. And here, Kanchenjunga Biosphere, you will find lot of rhododendron, butterfly, and so many insects. It is a deep rainforest. Then passion blooms. I joined their Mountaineers Association of Krishnagar, one mountain club at Krishnagar. Then I find what is adventure. Actually, what is adventure? When we to go to like very big peak like Everest, it is Everest from north side, like Tenzing Norgay, Edmund Hillary. When we call adventure, obviously in our mind come name of the Tenzing Norgay and the big jungle like Amazon or desert or South Pole like Captain Scott or Amundsen or Neil Armstrong's moon mission. But what is actually adventure? Adventure is the crossing our limitation. We have lot of limitation. To cross our limitation is the mainly adventure. To get some taste of the adventure, I joined the Mountaineers Association and took part of lot of camping activities. Here, everybody can join there. Look, here, all students are basically retarded. This camp made for mentally retarded person. They are also going to enjoy the camp. And everywhere you can find the adventure. In air, you can do some ballooning, paragliding, any water adventure, or mountain trekking. I do lot of mountain trekking, but sometimes I participate in skiing, participate in paragliding and coastal trekking. It is also a very good adventure nowadays. You can walk throughout the beach, and in India, we are blessed enough that we have long 4,000 kilometer beach, long 4,000 kilometer coastal line, and simultaneously 2,400 kilometer long that Himalaya. River crossing, river rafting. Here, in near Kolkata, there are almost 150 clubs. They are regularly arranging different camp. Sometimes it is rock climbing courses. Sometimes it is that nature study camp, and many more. Like camp. What is camp? Camp means a temporary settlement. We may for different scientific research or some road or some geological research. Every time we establish our camp. For camp, like here it is a mountaineering expedition. We put up our tent to make a camp. For camp, we need first something. When we do some camping activities, we need some, first our requirement is sheltering. Some is permanent shelter. When we go to some hill station, we school body, school building, or we put our own tent. To put our tent, we need some, we can use our polythene sheet and rope, and we make our temporary shelter with the polythene sheet or rope, like this. Here are different type of polythene shelter. And simultaneously, if we have some money, we can buy different type of tents. Look, if it is for single man tent, it is called single man tent. If for two man tent, 4-man tent, and there are dome tent, it is for 10 to 12 people, and there are mess tent for more people. Here we put our tents, and here at the campsite. It is in Gangotri region. I went there to participate in mountaineering courses. There the camp. Sometimes we use the mountain hut. That mountain people all generally they when they collect some medicine, churi buti they called, they erect some temporary shelter, wooden hut. We always, when during the time of trekking or mountaineering expedition, if we get this type of hut, we always use this hut. And sometimes we find that mountain cave. These are all are shelters. And here also in our mountaineering courses, it is we taught other people, we taught our student how to make snow cave, how to make igloo. These also are shelters. After making shelter, we need fire making. We need fire to make our food and to get some warm. How to make fire? If you put fire in a log, you can't fire the log. We generally, like last here, this type of cone type shape we make. And there are some 3 types of articles we will find. Some we easily, that is caught fire. It is called tinder. And we make it like this cone shape, and it is the basic of fire. And here we taught everybody how to make fire, how to use like this. Here, and the stone or pebble surrounded the fire, it is called fire dog. Thereafter, track sign. When we move in any jungle or any mountain, so we need the track sign, where to go, this way to go. We make it through pebble or stone or stick, or even sometimes through grass, like this. Go this way, turn right, turn left, do not go this way. Here, the drinking water. And the one basic thing is knot and hitches. We teach everybody how to put some knots and some hitches to make our tent. Different types of knots are there. Another basic thing is map reading. To navigation in a jungle or any remote places, you need to study the map properly. Apart from these all are basics. And apart from these, for your own interest, you can do some star watching, some bird watching, and rock climbing. Rock climbing is very much essential in any mountaineering field. So here we do in November, December, January, February, this winter season, lot of rock climbing courses in our near hill station in Bakura, in Purulia, in some places of Midnapur also. Here it is in Shushunia, in Bakura, Shushunia Hill, rock climbing course. Look, all young lady are participating here. And here also, it is a very nice, now it is a very interesting sports. It is wall climbing. Here, if you go to our Salt Lake Stadium, it is called Jubo Bharati Krirangan. There you will find one artificial wall. It is artificial wall. It is also artificial wall climbing. Now, since this year 2020, the Olympic is not going on, but from this Olympic 2020, it was initially it was scheduled to enter the sports in Olympic, the wall climbing. This is in Salt Lake Stadium. And the small wall, it is called bouldering. You can also in your NSHM, you can create this small boulder. And I think young students, obviously, they will get some interest in this bouldering. And it is very interesting. And it's not required very much place also, very much area in 15 feet height and 12 feet by 12 feet area is enough for this to make a boulder. You can think about that boulder in your NSHM and trekking. After getting all these tests of these camping activities, we participate in trekking, sometimes low altitude trek, sometimes high altitude trek. It is a very nice trek. It is a Chadar trek. There is one river Janskar in Jammu. During winter, it was totally frozen. And on the frozen river, one trek they organize every year. It is for a very short period, January and February, when the snow is solid enough to carry one weight. So that time, above the frozen river, that trekking, it is very nice. Anybody can join there. And sometimes it's mountain trek. After doing all type of activities, that in the year of, I think it is 1994-95, I joined in Income Tax Department as an inspector. Simultaneously, I am participating in mountaineering, in adventure activities, rock climbing courses, different nature study course, and at the same time, low altitude trekking, high altitude trekking. My journey continues. Sometimes here in Sikkim, Darjeeling area, sometimes in Uttarakhand, it is very popular village Khati. At the very popular trek Pindari, everybody knows Pindari, whoever interested in trekking. And this is Pindar Ganga. It is very nice river, Pindar Ganga. And in the year, I think it is 97, I joined there Uttarkashi, Nehru Institute of Mountaineering, to do some mountaineering courses. If anybody interested in mountaineering, he has to properly guided, and I think this type of courses is very much needed for him or her. So mountaineering course, it is basic mountaineering course. If anybody will get A grade in basic mountaineering course, he or she is eligible to do for further courses like advanced mountaineering course. There are so many courses, and anybody after besides his regular job, he can do something in this field also. After getting basic mountaineering course and advanced mountaineering course, he will opt for any guide. It is a it may be permanent job, it may be temporary job, side by side his own profession. Here it is a place Tekla. The mountaineering course is going on there. Nehru Mountaineering course, Nehru Institute of Mountaineering is very renowned mountaineering institute, not only in India, but it is among in world, it is very famous. And there are so many mountaineering institute here. Darjeeling, one institute, it is the first one. It is at Mountaineering Institute. It is Himalayan Mountain Institute, HMI. And apart from NIM, Nehru Institute of Mountaineering, there are JIM, Jawaharlal Institute of Mountaineering, and many more. The mountaineering courses going on there. After doing all this mountaineering course and everything, then I choose to my own peak and I try to climb. And the first one is Kamet. Kamet is third highest peak in India, but you can say it is the maximum achievable peak because in India, the highest peak is Kanchenjunga. Basically, some people say that there is K2, but K2 is in the because it is in Pakokobet, Kashmir. So because you can't, Indian is eligible to go there, so we can't say that it is in our part. But actually, as an Indian, you can never you can go there in K2. Kanchenjunga is the highest peak, but from Indian side, Kanchenjunga is not permitted because it is holy peak. Second highest is Nanda Devi. Nanda Devi, it is also purely holy peak. Somebody think it is the part of Devi Durga, so nobody is permitted now. Before 84, some people climbed Nanda Devi, but after 1984, nobody is allowed to go there. So if anybody climb the maximum highest peak, maximum height, it is the Kamet. Maximum achievable peak is Kamet. It is in the Uttarakhand area. There you find that Joshimot is there, Badrinath. From Joshimot, the route goes there, and here Kamet is this one is Kamet after Badrinath. Kamet is very nice peak, very nice and very tough peak also. And my first expedition was Kamet, and I start with a big bang, you can say. First expedition and first time I succeed to reach the top of the Kamet, the highest peak, highest achievable peak in India. The next year, in 1998, that time we tried. Basically, all are organized by our club, Mountaineers Association of Krishnagore. The next year, into 1998, we tried another peak. It is Chowkhamba. Chowkhamba is very nice peak because, and it is an important peak also. You heard about the Gangotri Glacier. Gangotri Glacier ends at Gomukh, but it starts from every glacier starts from one point. Basically, the foot from one peak and ends to one point, which is called Snout Point, where the glacier started, not Ganga, Bhagirathi. And the Gangotri Glacier started from this Chowkhamba. This is the Chowkhamba other side. That one from another side, Madh Maheshwar, and this one from where we climbed that Badrinath side. Here also Chowkhamba, you can find there Chowkhamba, and this white one is the Gangotri Glacier. Here Gangotri Glacier ends, and from here, Bhagirathi start. This is Gangotri. That Chowkhamba from other side. Chowkhamba means Chowkhamba, Char Khamba. Four peak are there. Main Chowkhamba 1, then Chowkhamba 2, Chowkhamba 3, and Chowkhamba 4. In 98, another year, remarkable year for me also. That year I married to Mukti. And next, 2000, I MAC or Mountaineers Association Krishnagore arranged another expedition at Nandakot, and it is in the Nanda Devi Sanctuary. Just right side was Nanda Devi East, very nice peak. This is Nandakot. You can find that Nandakot area, Nandakot, and all are Nanda Devi peaks. This is a Nanda Devi Sanctuary. And in Nanda Devi Sanctuary also, it is not permitted now. Inside of Nanda Devi Sanctuary, nobody can go. Nandakot from other side. That year, 2000, I blessed with a son, my elder son, born. In 2002, again, MAC or Mountaineers Association of Krishnagore arranged another peak, Mount Shiba. Shiba in Himachal Pradesh. Here, Shiba, this point is Shiba in Himachal Pradesh. And Shiba is, when we climbed Shiba in 2002, we became the first Indian to climb Shiba. I think I have to go little bit fast. This is Shiva. And that year, 2003, I blessed with another, my younger son. In 2005, Shivling, I call it highest Shivalinga in world. Very nice peak. 2005, I climbed Shivling, and simultaneously, I make a movie. First time I make a movie of mountaineering expedition. Next year, Panamalidwar. That also our climb was the first from Indian civilian climb. Actually, journeys, so a lot of expeditions. In 2007, I arranged one joint expedition, first joint expedition, Indo-Bangladesh joint expedition to Rubalkang and Kulumakalu, Himachal Pradesh. Here, two peaks, one is Rubalkang and another is Kulumakalu. And we climbed there, it is near the top. Next year, 2008, Thalai Sagar. It is very nice peak. But due to office, that time office not permitted me for this expedition. I missed that expedition. Next year, 2009, again MAC organized another expedition at Changuj, but this time my father was bedridden at the last time. That actually in 15th August, the expected date to leave Kolkata, but 12th August my father expired. So I missed that also. That time, I missed this expedition. But that time I thought to do something to just overcome the loss of 2 years mountain expedition. I can't do in 2008 and 2009. And I think in 2010 to fulfill all the, we can say the pushiye dawa in Bengali, to fulfill all the deficit, I think to climb, to not climb, to go to Mount Everest, to attempt Mount Everest. At that time, I never thought that I will go and climb Mount Everest. That time I thought that, okay, 2 years I miss it. This year, 2010, I will try. And whatever the faith, I will come back and I will close my mountaineering expedition. Lot of year already passed for mountaineering expedition. And there, the journey start. We two, me and Boshanto Singhorai, become are the climbing member, and 3 are supporting member who will go up to base camp. And from base camp, from Kolkata to Kathmandu, I'm going little bit faster. Kathmandu, initially our plan was go through the north side, Tibet side, but that time with China government, there was some bureaucratical glitch there. So no Indian was allowed there that time in 2010 to go Tibet side. So we are forced to go through Nepal side. It is Lukla, very interesting mountain airport, very dangerous also. Made by Sir Edmund Hillary. And here, nice one, the Tangboche. There are so many, you can say what is monastery, lot of monastery, and this Everest base camp trek. From base camp, you see the route. This is the Kumbhais Fall, Camp 1, Camp 2, straightway Camp 3. This is Lhotse. Straightway, if you go, you can climb Lhotse, and left side is Everest. At the night, Khumbu, you have to cross Khumbu at night because it is so fragile. Night time, it is minus 15, minus 20 temperature. So ice is very solid at that time. During daytime, it is very fragile. Khumbu Glacier, very nice and dangerous also. Khumbu Glacier. Then Camp 1. Thereafter, here, Camp 2. This is Camp 3. Camp 3 at the height of 7,300 meter. From Camp 3, we can take the oxygen, supplementary oxygen. And here Camp 4, it is called South Col. It is the depression between Everest and Lhotse, South Col. From South Col, the Everest looks like that. And route is like this, here, this way, and this way, this way. This is called, I can't remember. Here, one Gautam Ghosh died in this place. You know, some Kolkata people knows Gautam Ghosh. from South Call. We started at night 7:30, and at the morning, you see that 4:43 the time, 17th May, almost near the South Summit, and it is the shadow of Everest in air. Very, very rare picture. And this Hillary step, it is named after the Sir Edmund Hillary. Last part, Hillary step, and then Mount Everest top, and the top of world. At the time of around 7, I reached there. I was there at 1 hour 30 minutes to take the photographs and make the movies. That time I thought to stop my mountaineering expedition, but next year I tried Kanchenjunga. Supriya Madam, can I
Yes, sir.
carry or?
Yes, sir. You continue. Continue.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Kanchenjunga, I'm a little bit fast. I am going a little bit fast. Kanchenjunga, you know, the very nice peak, Kanchenjunga, and that Kanchenjunga Biosphere, that Janu peak from near, but you have seen that Sandakphu, the head one, the head of sleeping Buddha, now it is looks like that. Kanchenjunga, very beautifully ice structure. And Janu from the Camp 4. And there is the Everest, Lhotse, and Makalu. 3 peaks are there. Janu. And next day, and 20th May 2011, almost near the top, and the shadow of Kanchenjunga in air. This is the Sikkim side, from almost near the Kanchenjunga top. And it is the called Kabru group of peaks. There are so many peaks of Kabru, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and top of Kanchenjunga. In the year of 2011, when I climb, we climbed Everest. We become the first civilian Bengali from Bengal. When I next year in 2011, 20th May, we climb. Me and Baswant Singh Rai, we become the first Indian civilian to climb Kanchenjunga. And with us, 3 Sherpa brothers, Pemba, Pasang, and Tashi. Pemba is with me with a lot of expedition. Next year, Annapurna, it is the 10th highest peak, but still it is the minimum, least climbed peak. If you see the statistics, in Everest, till date, 8,500 person climbed Everest. But Kanchenjunga, when I climb Kanchenjunga, I become the 240 to 43 person. And here Annapurna, it is the least climbed. But for statistics, I am saying that among these 14,800, Annapurna is the first one which is climbed in 1950. Everest climbed in 1953. But till date, it is the minimum people climbed and maximum death ratio. 47% death ratio is there, Annapurna. From Annapurna, when we climb towards the Annapurna summit, we find that another 8,000 meter peak, Dhaulagiri, opposite side of one river. Here one big river, it is Kali Gandaki. You know that Narayan Shila. The Narayan Shila is a fossil, and it is found only in this river, Kali Gandaki river. Annapurna base camp, thereafter Annapurna camp 1, and this is the route. Here the route. We have to go through this, and this way. But it is anytime the avalanche come through this way, that is why it is so deadly. When I was there climbing, one big avalanche come, and this is the avalanche, very dangerous. Somehow we survive. Next day morning, this is the summit of Annapurna and top of Annapurna. Next year, Dhaulagiri, Beni, Lete, Khamla, Bugara, and base camp. This time, along with me and Baswant Singh Rai, another fellow, Manoj Mukherjee from Howrah, joined with us. But when we reach almost, this is Annapurna. Last time from Annapurna, we can see the Dhaulagiri. In between, it is Kali Gandaki river. This time from Dhaulagiri camp 2, we are seeing the Annapurna, this one. When we reach almost the top, near the top, here the top, blizzard came. We were 5, 3 died. Bosanta Singh Rai and I somehow I returned back. Helicopter rescue us. Somehow we returned back at Kathmandu. But thereafter, due to amputation, some finger. But I continued, and next year in 2014, I tried Makalu. It is also another god. Makalu name came from Mahakal, Shiv. Everybody thought it is a peak of Shiva. Very beautiful picture, and at last it is French couloir, one very dangerous area, and the top. I reached that Makalu top. Next year Choyu, but I have already said that due to earthquake I have to return back. But that year in 2015 in autumn, I went another peak to Manaslu. It is the 8th highest peak, and this time I succeed with my Sherpa Pemba. And top of this is the shadow of Manaslu. And here 2 peaks. One is Manaslu East, and this is Manaslu Main. I reached at the top of the Manaslu. Next year, again I tried for Lhotse. What I have shown initially that clippings, but first time one Sherpa in our team fall from this here, and total 600 feet he fall, and the total expedition is cancelled. That time it is 2016. Lot of Bengali people, lot of people from Bengal, there to climb Mount Everest. It is Sunita Hajra from left, Rudro, Prasad Haldar, Gautam Ghosh, and lot of people. And accident also happened there. Due to accident, Gautam Ghosh died. Paresh Nath died, and here another one, Subhash Pal died. Lot of accident happened there. This is Lhotse. That year I returned back from Lhotse, almost summit. Next year I tried again, 2018, and I succeed. 2017, Lhotse. And again Dhaulagiri in 2018. This time I succeed and become the first Indian to climb 8,000 meter peak. This year also it was my 10th year of Everest climbing, but we don't know when the coronavirus effect will gone. But never give up. There is world for you. Dream big, set your goal, take action, and believe in yourself. Whatever we think, we can do. Say, I love myself, and do something, whatever you love. During this lockdown period, I have written more than 300 pages. I have recorded some songs, make some movies, some books. These are my books. There are 9 movies I have made, and obviously some record also made, and I got the award, Arjuna Award in mountaineering in 2016. I am a gold medal. In lot of program I participated and got lot of friends, but my journey continues. Miles to go. Thank you. Thank you, Supriya Madam. Thank you, sir.
To be very frank, this 1 hour is not enough to just a glimpse of your life. It's not enough. So we promise that again and again we call you for webinar and seminar so that you can enlighten us with your experience, life experience. There are lots of questions we have got, lots of participants. They are also sharing their experience. What are the trekking route they have completed, how they have survived and everything. There are lots of questions we have received, but we have a very limited time. So what we are planning right now, we will compile all the questions in a question sheet, and I will send it to Debashish sir Okay, and he will give the answer in a written form. We will document all the question and answer, and we will send it to all the participants. Everybody will get all the answers of all the questions, because time is so limited, and we have to end up this session. So thank you, Debashish.
Thank you. Thank you.
Actually, I call him Debashish na, so
No
repeatedly.
problem. You can call me anytime. Devash is the actually what I feel sorry because of the first last
There's some
time.
technical glitch.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, sir. Once
Thank
again.
you, sir. Thank you. It was
Thank you.
wonderful to have you
Thank you.
here.
Thank
And
you.
I personally invite you, sir, when the lockdown will open. You are personally, we are going to invite you in the campus in Durgapur and Kolkata. We will be really proud to have you here in the campus, sir. You can visit our campus. And Supriya Madam, Sumit sir, please arrange one meeting with sir in the campus.
Absolutely.
Yes,
And we can have
absolutely.
we can call the entire 6,000 student at one place, and sir can give us a nice journey. And one word I have learned today from sir: cross your limitation. That is called adventure. Being a hotelier and tourism industry people, we think that we are doing so much for this, but what sir has achieved, definitely crossing our limitation is alive. Thank you so much, Devashish sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
He's a live example of success. He's a live
Yes.
example of success. So we have to conclude this session. Now I would like to request Dr. Shumit Kumar Vishwakarma kindly to take the platform and conclude this session. Sir, please.
Yes. It was a fantastic learning experience. And what I can get from this particular webinar, basically the photography was superb, as if I was virtually out there with you at that particular summit. So that was a wonderful experience, sir. Thank you so much. On behalf of NSHM School of Tourism and Hotel Management, I extend a really hearty vote thanks to our respected speaker, Shri Devashish Biswas sir, who spared time from this busiest schedule to grace this occasion. Well, sir, your thoughts have enlightened our minds and have shown us a new path. And my gratitude to Dr. Milind, sir, Principal School of Tourism and Hotel Management. And thank you all the participants for being there. And this was something very interesting, because from the first 15 minutes, I was seeing a lot of questions being raised from each and every particular photograph that you were showing. Just they wanted to know each and everything, what had happened, what are the safety measures that you had applied. So this was so wonderful. Thank you, sir. And we look forward to you in our campus, maybe after this pandemic. Thank you, sir. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, sir.